Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Wednesday, the 1st of May 2024. In today's Millwall news, we start off with this. Neil Harris nominated for April Championship Manager of the Month award, which is no surprise. Neil Harris has been nominated for EFL Sky Bet Championship Manager of the Month award for April 2024. Mill's head coach manager guided the Lions to 4 straight wins in the fourth. Hang on. How can he win Manager of the Month if he's head coach? Shouldn't he be head coach of the month award? Most notably over league leaders Leicester City before sealing second tier safety at Sunderland. With 3 clean sheets in addition, Harris is up against 3 other bosses, with the winner to be revealed on Friday the 3rd of May. And the other nominees are Enzo Maresca, Danny Roll, and Liam Rosinia. I think he's got a good chance of winning this, don't you? I mean, it's more than there's 4 of them, 25%. I think it's more than 25%. I'd probably put it at about maybe like 66. But we'll see. We will see. We'll find out on Friday. Now it's funny because this came out in the middle of the day. In the morning, we got this from the southernnews.co.uk. I really don't care, Neil Harris, on whether he's getting enough credit for his marvellous Millwall turnaround. Well, here we go. He's got nominated for manager of the month, even though he's a head coach. It's 7 wins in 12 games for the Lions boss since he's returned to the Den. Neil Harris said he's not concerned over whether he's getting enough credit for the work he's done at Millwall. The Lions boss immediately arrested the Lions slide when he returned in February, pulling off a memorable win at Southampton. He then won 6 of the next 11 games he's overseen to drag Millwall from relegation strugglers to being the Championship's most informed club. The 46-year-old has led his side to 5 wins in 6 home games, now yet to concede a goal in open play at the Den under Harris's management. Had the season started on the day of the Southampton match, the Lions would have been top of the table before Ipswich Town's win at Coventry City last night. While many fans have lauded Harris's efforts, he does not seem to have made much noise elsewhere, given the other absorbing subplots playing out in this championship. Asked if he's noticed the lack of fanfare, Harris told News It In, I don't really care. My position as any head coach or manager is going to be subjective. At Millwall also, I'm here for a purpose and for what needs to be done. I'm here for 15 months. People's opinions, you can't please everybody, and people have that opinion. Honestly, I don't care. I'm way too experienced to worry about that now. I enjoy my job. I've enjoyed being back. The support that I've had has been fantastic. The support that the players have had has been phenomenal. I just want to work in that environment. So there you go. Not really bothered, so I don't think you'll bother if he wins it or if he doesn't. I think the main thing was keeping Millwall up and then stabilising them next season. So there you go. Now here we are again, but this is the whole club. End of season awards night took place at the Den last night, just before I was filmed the video for that. Filmed yesterday's video. And we've got loads of pictures. So I wasn't there. I'm not that kind of guy, to be honest with you. Millwall Football Club's 23-24 end of season awards night took place at the Den on Tuesday the 30th of April, hosted by Mark Clements. The Lions first team squad and management entered the 1885 club as the night got underway before a 3-course meal was served and awards were handed out. Following that, an auction took place before a band played the rest of the night away. Take a look at our gallery from the night below. Before we do that, let's take a look at the winners. So PFA Community Champion of the Year, Sean Hutchinson. Chairman's Unsung Hero of the Year, Brian Tonks. That's a photographer, if you didn't know that. Mill Lionesses Player of the Year, Poppy Payne. Junior Lions Player of the Year, voted for by the Junior Lions, was Ryan Leonard. Young Player of the Year, that's in terms of the player being young, that's Romain Esse. Goal of the season was Ryan Longman's against Leicester City at home. Players Player of the Year, so that, I guess that's voted by the players, was Ryan Leonard, so that's nice. MSC Player of the Year, 3rd place, George Honeyman. MSC Player of the Year, 2nd place, George Saville. And MSC Player of the Year, 1st place, Ryan Leonard. Now, almost certainly, you could argue that there's a name missing here, and that's Tanganga. 2 points about that. He only came for half the season. He came in January. It took him a while to get up to speed as well. So we didn't really get the best of him until the end of February. But not only that, he's on loan. So unless they're the best things at sliced bread and they're the absolute cream of the crop in your team, heads and shoulders above everyone else, I don't really think you can vote a lone player as your player of the year, personally. But like I said, he was only here for half a year anyway, so there you go. Other than that, pretty much spot on, I think. Yeah. So there you go. Here's the pictures. Sponsored by Wicket Group, RTL Group, and Hill Prospects. Was that LWC? Is that some kind of lawyers or something? So yeah, let's have a spin through all these pictures. Hang on, I've cut his head off. I've cut his head off. There you go. There he is, Clem Fandango. Hutch. There you go. And I don't know if you've seen it. It's going around on Twitter and some of the forums. The players had a jolly good old time, and at the end of the day, there's a video of them having a bit of a laugh with Tanganga. They got the DJ to play the Proclaimers 500 Miles, and they're all, so when he gets to the bit da 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 da, they're saying, doing a Tanganga. Pretty funny, to be honest. So, and then they all seem to be enjoying themselves and having a laugh. So that's good, isn't it? So yeah, we're still going on the photos here. That's Brian Tonks there on the right there. And we're back to the beginning, so there you go. Now moving on to this from the subnews.co.uk. Millwall boss discusses progress of a frustrated Casper de Norre after back-to-back starts and excellent performance against Plymouth. It's been an intriguing debut campaign for the Belgian midfielder. It has, isn't it? Neil Harris has been impressed with Casper de Norre's form, but admits the midfielder is a frustrated man due to his lack of football. The Belgian has started the last 2 games after Billy Mitchell was too sick to travel to Sunderland and was left out of the squad. De Norre took his place for the win at the Stadium of Light and stayed in the team for last Saturday's victory over Plymouth Argyle, when he was awarded Mill's Man of the Match accolade for a dynamic midfield display. It's been a strange debut season in England for the 27-year-old who arrived last summer from Hood Heverlee Leuven. He was arguably Mill's best player during the first half of the campaign and started 13 games in a row between September and November. But he then fell victim to a serious calf injury that kept him out until the turn of the year. Amid Mill's multiple managerial changes, De Norre has only started 6 games in 2024. Asked about the midfielder's progress on the pitch, Lions boss Harris said, I can only judge him off a very small sample. He played at Rotherham. He came back out of the team after Rotherham because George Saville and Billy Mitchell had been exceptional as a pairing and individually as well. I'll put him back in because Billy wasn't well at Sunderland and Casper was excellent. And it was just I felt it didn't need to take the risk of bringing Billy back in. I'm pleased I did take the risk because it wouldn't have been fair on Billy, but also Casper deserved to play because of his strong performance at Sunderland, and I thought he was excellent again on Saturday. Casper's been frustrated. He's a really, really good man. I've had some really good conversations with him, and he just wants to play. So I'm really pleased. He's played the last 2 games. He's now started 3 of the last 12 games. So yes, he would like to play more, but at least he's had the starts. He impacted most games off the bench as well. Casper. He's a fine example of however good I might think Casper is, and how excited I am about working with him in the future. If players are playing well in front of you, you have to be patient. I've talked about what a good centre half Sean Ashton is, and what good play he's been for me in the football club. And he's had to be patient because Jafet Tanganga and Jake Cooper have been phenomenal. So there you go there. Seems Neil Harris is a fan of Casper de Norre. Now, finishing up with this. Bizarre. Taking place at the Den today. Not in front of a crowd, I don't think so. Mill under 18s, 8. Cardiff City under 18s, 4. And it was only 1-1 at half time, I think. It was only 1-1, so damn. And I think Cardiff had 3 penalties as well, so damn, there you go. This is a league game, Professional Development League, which Mill can't get into the end of season playoffs for. They're too far behind, largely due to their cup exploits. But they have had some smashing and cracking results. Normally they end up like 8-1, 8-0, not 8-4, but there you go. Now, interesting that don't know the reason behind this, but oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong one again. So yeah, the last 3 games for the under 18s are being held at the Den, or the home games are, not at a training ground, which it usually is. I don't know why that is. I can speculate. I don't know if it's because the training grounds need some work done on it, and it's not up to a standard because of all the rain that we've had. Maybe, and this is maybe because Neil Harris, since he's come back, it's noticeable that a lot of the under 21 and under 18 games now are taking place at the Den, and that was the case when he was here before, and when under Gary Rowett it kind of dropped down a bit, and this season we had one early on, and there wasn't any more until 2024. So I don't know if that's down to Neil Harris. He's because obviously you've got the young players. Well, if they're playing for Mill youth teams, what is the aim of that? To get them in the first team? Where did the first team play? The first team play at the Den. So why don't you do that? Another reason might be a bit of a sad one, but with exit trials, obviously not every single player for the under 18s will make it through to the under 21s. Some of them are going to have to be let go. So if you hold the games at the Den and tell people that this is where the game's going to be, agents and scouts and so, to come down and have a look and see if they can get these players hooked up with another club, this is where you would do it in the under 18s. For the under 21s, it's probably, if they were to leave the under 21s, it would be for like a non-league team, someone in the Rymans or in the Conference South. So that really won't be a thing that you would do. But for this level, for the exit trials, so obviously if we can't offer them a scholarship for the under 21s, you would try and get them maybe a place in someone else's under 21s. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know, but there are 2 more games. Like I said, there hasn't been any mention of admission prices or if fans can go to this game. So I don't know if you can. I haven't mentioned it, so I don't think you can. But there will be an under 21 games at the Den on Friday, so that would be worth going to if you can get down there for that. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.